So, in 3, 2, 1, Devil May Cry. And I'll see y'all later, runners.
Good luck.
Take it away, comms.
And they're off. We got
Here we go.
Dan, or SpenceSpeedruns, as is now known, in the top left, and then FI3RY, the top right, and Ish, Elmo himself, on the game right now, and then Claire in the bottom right, Yang. This is going to be a really interesting race. We'll see how it goes. Who's going to set the pace? Who is going to miss the horse jump? My money's on FI3RY.
Same.
Nobody. I'm gonna believe in all of them.
You said that a little late, but
Yeah.
I still respect it. They all got it. Perfect. That means no one's getting world record.
That's true.
Damn.
You only can get world record if you miss the horse jump.
We didn't make the rules.
All right. So we're looking
Actually,
for no
has anyone
damage.
gotten a record with no horse jump? Like they messed up horse jump and they got a record? We always
Yeah,
meme
like
about
5
that. but-
times.
Yeah.
It happens all the time.
That's so funny.
I think it's because you mess up your horse jump and then you're like, I don't even care about the rest of this race. You just relax and play well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so we're looking at S rank, like Slick was saying here, which means the 200 orbs or no damage. So at the end of the mission, you're looking for 155 or higher. Is that 50 orb door?
You can take up to 3 hit instances of damage and still get away with it as long as you've got the orb count.
Yeah. So depending on how you kill the marionettes, you'll get more or less orbs. If you're comboing them and you have a high style meter, you get more orbs. But oftentimes it's not the fastest way to kill them. You know, you're gonna see the runners here just blasting away with the blickies from long distance. Not very stylish, only DMC2 moment, but that is the fastest way to kill them, because believe it or not, the guns are even more overpowered in this game than they are in DMC2.
True.
So you're gonna get a lot less orbs if you do that, which means you need to try to get that no damage, or the enemies that you do kill with the sword, you want to farm enough orbs that you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, you want to also try to maybe go damage list down here, and that any green orb you get, as long as you have full health, it's going to give you a free 10 orbs, which can help here.
Yeah, it's a big,
M1.
big
It's the only
bonus.
time it's useful. All right, looks like a decent basement from everyone.
Yeah,
We're
good
upstairs.
basement, no
one's gotten hit-
reds.
No one's gotten hit so far as well.
Yeah, no reds. So that happened to Zeta last run, right? Red in the basement. Oh my god, it's tragic. So all the marionettes, like the different colors, indicate how much health they have. Reds have the most health, and purples after that. Then blues and greens are similar, but they also have a dynamic range of HP on the color. So like reds can have like that much health or an insane amount of health. Fortunately, that only really factors in on mission 1, but it is mad annoying. There's a huge variance in time that you can get on mission 1 because of that.
Everybody had a really good M1. Nothing too bad from anybody. We're on.
Yeah, looks pretty universally solid there. Everyone got their S ranks. I think it's more likely that you get, if you're gonna get an A rank, it happens on 2 though. Like 2's the one where you're gonna like lose that S rank, because scissors are just awful. You know, they got the scissors out. They're looking for someone to cut because Kamiya's got no hair, so they can't even use that thing. Hopefully they don't find our runners today. Curious to see, there's been a lot of new strategies come up with over the last couple weeks. A lot of them from myself. Is anyone going to be using DT on mission 2 here? It's a little bit slower, especially if you're not using shotgun, because you have to taunt for mission 3, but you know, with 3 seconds lost maybe, and what I would consider vastly more consistent sitters. Yeah, Yang's doing it here.
Cool. All right, let's see.
Nicely done.
Oh, the double from FI3RY. 2 quick ones. Already know he's getting there on the perfect line.
Struggling with the third one though.
Yeah, third one's flying away. Uh-oh, Ish is in a scary situation. Oh my lord.
Ooh.
Oh my god. There's one. FI3RY gets the S rank, 155 IGT, very good. Setting her up for
Damn, that Scissors trolling-ish hard. Poor guy.
didn't get hit though. Huge.
Yeah, a lot of sloppy scissors, but I'm not seeing any damage from anybody.
Honestly, like way better to just have a slow scissors and get your S rank, I
Yeah.
think. Unless you're like already like super practiced on a backup that's not that slow. But you just lose so much time on mission 3. The reason where you really want that S rank on missions 2 and 1 is that so you could buy Stinger 2 for mission 3, because it saves like almost 10 seconds or something crazy just on that mission, and then you have to buy it because it saves time everywhere else. So then you're behind on orbs on 4, and things just get really weird, and you know, like it can also really help for recovering on the Phantom boss fight if things go awry, having that Stinger 2. This game is all about compounding interest, you know? It's in the money and in the time. Like, you miss one thing, and that means you miss something else, which means you miss something else, and it just compounds over the course of the run. So missing that S rank can have lasting consequences throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, it's definitely up to each runner to know if something does go wrong. It's definitely a skill issue to be able to adjust on the fly and correct whatever you need to be correcting. It's
Yeah.
really what's a test here.
So no quick turn or slow turn for Claire Yang, bottom right. Oh, slow turn for Dan. Got the good counter on the recovery at the beginning though, but now things are getting awry. Really, really don't want to see Dan get hit here. That would be
FI3RY
super
got a
bad.
good one.
Good recovery from Dan.
Yep.
So
Take-
slow
take it rather
turn,
Slow. Good.
slow turn, you can definitely counter and like get just as fast to fight, but it's a lot harder than good RNG.
Ooh, it's
Quick
got really
turn.
nice.
Yeah,
Phantom
it's a good
fight.
fight. A quick turn RNG would be like super bad. That's like really, really hard to recover. But everyone here getting their SBs, huge. This is a
Yes.
great start to the race. Love to see it.
Everybody's starting off solid. Better this than everything going awry for everybody. Although
Yeah,
that has
for
its
sure.
bit of fun too.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it'll happen later. Don't worry, but for now, we're good. And Claire
Yang
gets
with
a
a solid-
pretty decent clat. Yeah. Dan going for a skewer. Love to see
That's
the
what the
skewer strats. Gonna go for S rank here. It looks like the Karma skewer S rank strats. I wonder where he's gonna try to use that advantage of orbs, because that's kind of like a backup strat. I mean, it's not too much slower, but that is gonna give him like an extra 500, 600 orbs.
Yeah.
So I wonder if he's gonna implement that somewhere, or that's just like a safety. I wonder if that's accounted for in his route.
I'm sure it is. There's actually quite a few places you could.
Yeah,
You should just keep watching.
it's like
Yang
FI3RY's
is
actually
another
on
one.
PvP pace too.
Virgil's going to be taking a lot of L's today. So,
Yeah.
you know, nothing out of the ordinary.
120 on the
Looks
IGT
like
there for
Shadow's
Yang.
giving Ish a bit of trouble as well.
Yeah, Shadow. Like the run does not start until you're out of mission 5.
Yeah.
Like yeah, like when you're especially doing PB attempts, that's where like all the resets are, 1 through 5. And then if you're out of 5 and you're ahead, you can just carry the whole game basically, right? As long as your orb route is fine, like you can keep it reasonable, you can keep it competitive. But yeah, the 2 Shadow Cats and the scissors on 2, huge for that. Dan getting another nice skewer here. He does it perfectly. He should get like a 50 on the IGT.
Thanks. Going for the bridge jump.
I love to see this new meta of going for the skewer and then the bridge jump. I feel like it's so much more consistent than just YOLOing.
For races, I would absolutely agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
You definitely lose out on a couple seconds of potential time save if you get really lucky. But, you know, you also potentially get hit and lose a special bonus, and then your route is fucked.
yeah, losing a special bonus is pretty significant.
Yeah.
Especially when everybody's so even in a race like this.
Mm-hmm.
And Dan there went for, instead of picking up the orb cache, he picked up the extra orbs you get for critting Shadow, and that
Is an extra
actually gets you the-
200.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and get you the special bonus too. So, looked like an on-the-fly decision he made there. And I think everybody has a good orb route here. Perfect. We're off. We have a start to all 4 runs.
Yeah, this is great. Love to see everyone. Ish is getting the special bonus here as well, right? Well, we'll see, I guess. But it seems like everyone's having really solid orb economy here at the beginning.
Fire's
there you go.
on early Vortex route. I missed Yang. It's a lot to watch.
Yang is not going to do early Vortex, I'm pretty sure. She's just on that 2022 meta.
And the
I mean, it's solid.
finish. Perfect.
So there's a lot of new route development going on with early Vortex and air hike, no air hike, blah, blah. I believe FI3RY is going to be doing Vortex on 6,
Yep.
and then just never buying air hike the whole run.
No air hike at all. Okay.
Yeah, I think that is crazy, but you know, that's their thing. That's gonna come into play on 11 and 16 and 17, like the big ones where that could potentially lose a lot of time. But if accounted for, I guess potentially not that bad. Well, we'll have to see later in the run how that affects.
Hit by one of the bugs.
That's
might
what
have to
an
matches.
Aeon 7 isn't exactly catastrophic, so
Especially with the route that she's doing,
yeah.
it basically just doesn't matter. If you're doing like early Vortex though, you really want that S rank there. At least in my route, that lets you skip a menu later on. Oh, still got it though. Still got the S rank, so no worries.
Oh.
Perfect orb route. Yeah.
And green.
Green. Wow.
Play. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So for those who don't know, Yang's splits are tied world record with Karma. So that means that Yang is currently on world record pace going into mission 8. Which, like you said, most of the reset heavy parts of the run are in early game. So being through 8 and still being green, that's a really good run. Really, really good run. Of course, the mid game is like super volatile. So, I mean, you can lose a lot of time there, but the biggest potential spots to lose the run are like the first 5 missions.
Yeah, we still have some annoying parts up, but not exactly any game or run killing parts, I'd say.
Nothing that is random. But like the rest of the stuff is mostly a skill issue. Like, you could definitely lose runs in mid game, but it's mostly your fault when it happens. Especially with the route that Yang is doing.
All right, Phantom 2 looking good for 2. Here comes FI3RY looking good.
Yeah, FI3RY. I think Dan, FI3RY, and Yang all had like perfect fights. We'll see how Ish,
all their
Ish
fights went
fares here.
solid.
See what Elmo has to say about this one.
Decent start.
A little bit shallow on that one, but this is going to be really solid. Yeah, just one extra hit. Oh no!
Ooh.
Okay, good save, good save.
Nice. Keeping control. That's really the most important part.
Looks like Yang's got FI3RY.
It's good to see a run where everything's pretty much going well for everybody.
Yeah, it's great.
Nobody's really gotten screwed.
Yet. Mission 10,
Yes.
right around the corner.
That's true. I shouldn't open my
And,
mouth.
and Slickford is here, so that means someone is getting white orb memes. It's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
As soon as I
Bash
said
couldn't
that.
make it to today. The Hex was too strong, leaving him a little bit incapacitated. Hopefully that means that he took all that evil energy with him.
Yeah. Hey, could be Muty too. He was there.
That's true. I don't know. I'm a firm believer it's probably Vash, but we'll see.
All right, now we got some forest fights, which they could be tough.
Easily the most important part of this mission.
Oh,
having
yeah.
a really good forest fight. Like everything else is decently scripted. You know, early gauntlets, your movement, whatever. You're gonna be within like 1.5 seconds variance there if you practiced it. But the forest fight, you can save or lose a lot of time here. Just how fast you kill the enemies. There's the same amount of enemies every time, and they spawn in roughly the same order, but where they spawn is random. There's like 3 different spawning points. And the one furthest from Dante, where people stand, the one by the exit door, Dante, if the enemy is over there, this man, he cannot hit shit. He will just miss all the time. So that's like the worst spawning location. All the other ones, though, pretty decent.
He has a real itchy trigger finger too. If anything spawns, Dante will immediately shoot a grenade up in the air.
Yeah.
He's not very gunslinger in this mission.
You got Yang go. Oh my god. I thought that orb was about to go back. Yang, bottom right in mission 10. Really scary. You gotta get this white orb and follow it. Follow it through the gates that it's supposed to go to, but this thing can be fickle. It can switch up on you. You gotta do the whole mission again. Oh no, Ish! Getting hit on mission 9.
Oh.
That means no S rank for this one. That's gonna be, I mean, they had a perfect orb route up to this point, I believe, so not the biggest deal, but that does suck. It's like 700 orbs down the drain. You have to pick up a holy water somewhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Middle game is the least easy to calculate.
the holy water.
Uh-oh, FI3RY getting trolled. The orb's going the other way.
Ooh.
And he got hit. Good mission 10 from Claire, from Yang. 112 to the day I die. A rank though.
Solid and into 11.
That's normal for that route though.
A little slow, but I mean a second here or there in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, I mean, almost green still, so.
Right, yeah.
Literally world record pace. Dan actually golded mission 10.
Yeah, I was about to say
Very nice.
golden mission 10. Hopefully no white orb trolling from Ish's part.
Hopefully not. Just give Nello a little bit of a holy water bath, you know? Don't actually fight the bosses, that would be too scary, you know, gotta use the items. Look at FI3RY splits though.
Oh yeah. Nice green and gold. Awesome.
Yeah,
FI3RY
what is that?
has-
That's double digits green. I can't quite read it, it's small, but
Yeah, FI3RY has
35 ahead or
PB'd
something?
multiple times this week.
And posted the same PB picture 3 times.
Guys, look. Yeah.
Look, I PB'd again, and this is the same 4302 picture all 3 times. That was hilarious. Alright, mission 12.
12 is big.
12 is a big one. You want to get that double hit kill on the Death Scythe at the beginning here. If you don't, that could potentially be massive. Massive L.
Absolutely. If that gets away from you, it's
Yeah. Yeah, that
Not good.
worst enemy in the game. By far, Death Scythe. So, oh, here you see FI3RY struggling. Struggling without air
Oh.
hike. This jump sucks. All right, third try, not too
do it,
bad.
though.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then Claire here coming out bottom right. This epic quick kill found by Dizzy Splits. And executed perfectly. If you time the stinger just right, you can open the menu in holy water before you get yeeted into oblivion by the boomerang.
Yeah,
This
that
is about
boomerang's
a
always
couple
very annoying.
seconds. You get yeeted. Not a huge deal, but it is slow. The goal here is to go fast. This is a speed run after all. Nice. Dan gets it as well. Nice.
Ish getting the S rank after Nello 2.
Really good. I'm curious which
Ish
holy
got
water we're gonna see Ish pick up. Surprised no vortex for Ish here. Even with that A-Rank, I think on this route you could still afford vortex on 12.
Yeah, what's his orb count?
Ooh,
He's
FI3RY
3
did not
orbs
get the double
short.
kill.
Actually,
Ish is was 3 orbs short
3
for
orbs
vortex.
short for vortex too. Yeah.
Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, like we said earlier, FI3RY did not get the double hit kill on the death scythe. So I had to chase it around a little bit. Oh, and too
Oh, I got
early.
yeeted.
He missed the stinger too. The stinger didn't hit, so this holy water's not gonna kill. He gets to air raid. And he doesn't have an air raid. He doesn't have air hike though.
No.
He doesn't have air hike, so he couldn't. Okay. Oh, that was like really scary. That was almost a full grief right there. But
A very good save.
the recovery, yeah, they're a good save. So they were trying to air hike into air raid and finish off the boss, but they don't have air hike. So they couldn't jump high enough to get the air raid off. Got really lucky that the
Ish-
second
Ish
grenade
does it,
gunshot
though.
saved it. Very nice from Ish. It's crazy to see like just how optimal the runs are. You look at Yang's splits, like what even went wrong?
Right. Yeah.
But like this has been a really clean run, but they're no longer ahead and they're accumulating time loss. Very clean vortex here. You know, I stopped doing that because I found that I would get trolled and not be able to build my DT back sometimes. Dante would
Yeah,
just
Dante
miss
will
the
miss.
grenade launcher shot, and so I stopped doing it. And then I golded the split. So I was like, okay, never
Or,
mind. Yeah.
What'll happen is you'll just damage somebody, and Dante will keep staring at them with spite through the wall, and you can't stinger
Yes.
it.
Yes. I praise this game for having a lock-on button, you know, like way before other games that in the action genre that have lock-on buttons. But it does have auto lock-on too, and that is really annoying.
Yeah, just exactly like that happened to Dan right there.
Yeah.
Dante kept aiming at the enemy that was still alive.
Granted, you can choose who you fight, somewhat, unlike something like Ninja Gaiden. But also, Dante also chooses who he fights, and you cannot argue against what Dante wants to fight. If he wants to throw hands, the hands are being thrown. There's nothing you can do. Oh, not the Vital Star, Dan.
Oh.
Don't do it.
So-called menu maestro.
Very nice. Touch vortex. Yeah, yeah.
Let's see the Griffin kill. Ideally, it's done perfectly. You get the two nice clean grenade launcher shots. Dante doesn't just like shoot at the air. And those grenade launcher shots will actually kill instead of just leaving at 1 HP. Or at least, you know, get to the next phase at least. Yeah, I'm really good at it though. Got it locked down.
Nice.
Oh,
Perfect.
damn, with a nice vortex into the Griffin fight. That shot's hard. I gave up on that. I was like, I feel like I always went too high with the vortex.
Yes.
But-
I was doing the same thing too. I'll probably still do it for PB attempts, but in a race like this, I'm just gonna stinger.
Yeah, you can really screw yourself over and use too much DT, and then like you don't kill with the second grenade launcher shot. It can gives you a lot of time actually. For what, like a 1 second time save vortexing there. There's a lot of that in this run. If you're going for like a really fast time, you get like these 1 or 2 second strats that can go catastrophically wrong if you skill issue them.
I'm loving the look of fiery splits right now.
I was literally just about to say that, yeah. Like, even with all that chaos on 12, like, still, what, like 30 seconds ahead? Huge. Huge. Love to see a PB in a race, let alone a tournament.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, love to see that. I thought Muty was gonna PB last run. He was on PB pace in like 18 or something like that.
Good. Dan looks pretty. Is that +2 seconds on Dan's screen? So
That's what I see. Yeah, +2.
Yep.
Really good pace. That means 35 pace still. Yang definitely also on 35 pace. We were just talking about this
Casually.
earlier between runs that if you get a 35, you should win. Like whatever race you're in. Pretty much no matter who you're facing against. Like that if you get a 35 and lose, you'd be pretty bummed because that's like a really good run. And the chances that even like the highest level players like get a 35 on just a random no reset is pretty low, I'd say.
I would like to see 235s up against each other later on in this tournament, though.
Yeah, that would be great. I'd love to see that.
Dang, going into Nightmare 1. Right into it.
Reminds me of when I did the last tournament. It was a third place match, me versus Dan. And I just remember saying at the end, if that didn't beat him, then I couldn't have beat him. And I feel like that's how it would be if you got a 35, right? Like,
yeah. PB and still lose. Like, there's nothing you can do at that point.
yeah, right? Like, it's just, you know what? Like, sometimes, like, the other person has to not perform for you to win. And that's not even because they're, like, that much better than you, but, like,
Yeah,
it's not
there's no
even
defense
about...
in this game.
Yeah, you can't play defense, right? So like, you gotta play your own game and then hope that Bash is in the chat. Yeah.
Clean
Alright, let's-
Nightmare 1 fights from Dan and Yang.
Yeah, I didn't even
Both with
mention it,
the-
but
Yeah,
clean
the Holy Wars in
number ones.
time.
Has anyone this tournament messed up a nightmare cycle? I don't think so, right?
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
That was a
Good.
big thing last tournament, where people were
Oh,
messing
yeah.
up nightmare cycles. That was like a huge factor.
And Dan is green. Perfect.
Dan is green now. Wow. Sick.
Everybody came to play.
That's what we love to see.
Yang definitely looking for that 225 or 224.
Yeah,
Mission
going for
17
the fast dyno.
Yeah, as
Fuck that.
complicated as 17 is, it is, I think, completely deterministic.
Yeah, it's a hard mission. I don't know
I
how
don't think
y'all
I've ever
get these
seen
really
that
fast
strat
times.
like Yang.
Yeah, you can, on the high time, the hitbox is so big that you can like blow up the meteor from the dinosaur in its mouth. It doesn't save time on the first two shots, but the third shot it saves like a second.
Right.
But it's scary. I literally was trying it when I was doing PB attempts. My last two PBs before my most recent one, I had went for it and missed it, which loses like 8 seconds.
Yeah, that angle especially just looks scary.
Oh my god, Fiery. Ooh, almost fell in the water. My lord. And no air hike
I
to
don't want to
save
see.
it.
Yeah, don't
Right.
want to see any of that this tournament. From
Yeah,
anybody.
no thank you, please. Oh
I
god,
think the worst part
that
of
was
this run is
scary.
actually spinning the sticks to turn this mirror.
That's the worst part?
Yeah,
I
it's
see.
just obnoxious.
We need a macro for that. Bathing
No.
Nello in no. Bathing Nello in the bathwater here. Dunzo. On to mission 18, the second nightmare fight. 225. Very good.
Nice.
Dan also entering the Nella 2 fight.
And back to green.
Yeah. Wow. Oh my god. We might. I don't want to jinx it, but that's a world record here from
Double PB.
Yang.
We have 3 runners on the PB pace right now.
Yeah. And one of them on world record pace. I don't want to jinx it, but unlosable situation here from Claire. You know, just don't mess up Cosmo Climb and don't die on Mundus. Those are like the two things that I could think of that would like really make this
Let's just list out all
Possible
the
to
things that
throw.
could go
Yes. Yes,
catastrophically
exactly.
wrong.
Yes, exactly. I'm not saying that they're gonna go wrong, but you know they could. Now, realistically, what I'm saying here is that Claire is in an insanely powerful position. Like Yang's like way out
Definitely.
ahead, and something catastrophic would have to go wrong for that gap to be made up, I think.
And only 2 rooms ahead of Dan, pretty much. All right, let's see next skip. Got 4 chances. As far as I can tell, this is just trying to get it frame perfect from when the swimming ends.
Yeah, I don't know. That thing is weird. Doesn't
It
make
is
any
very
sense.
strange.
Did you know there's actually 2 tricks like that on that mission?
What, skipping stuff? What's the other
Yeah,
one?
you can. So if you, I did this the other day on accident. If you frame perfectly interact with the thing that has the egg in it, like after the fight, you can skip the dialogue,
Interesting.
and it like skips the cutscene too. I did it on an accident, and then I was like standing around waiting for the cutscene to play. Like, is this cutscene ever gonna play? And I lost like 10 seconds because I didn't know it existed. It was pretty funny though.
No, that's interesting. I think picking up the Philosopher's Stone here afterwards, Phantom always makes the same noises. Or sorry, Nightmare always makes the same noises when they die, so you can use those audio cues to kind of time stuff.
Yep.
And a 208.
And getting Nightmare here. The synced Holy Waters. Ish and Dan. Different fights, but still synced.
Love to see it. We had some Ish and Yang synced Holy Waters earlier on 12 and 11.
Bam. Oh no.
Ooh, too high.
So, from my understanding, Ying is not going to be able to see their splits.
Yes, I believe she
They're
said
hiding
she
their
was-
splits.
Yeah. I did the same
So
thing.
they
in
have
my
no
run.
idea that she's on world record pace right now.
Yeah.
But
I'll
maybe he
just-
has some idea. But like,
nothing more
you
than,
know.
hey, this run feels pretty good.
this is a pretty solid run. Yeah.
And another gold from Fire.
Slow nobody death though. Ooh, that's rough. That combined with the jump, I'm predicting red on the next split.
Yeah, probably. Just a little bit. Give it like a 152 or so.
Yeah, so the nobodies that Dan just holy watered, they have RNG death animations, and if you get a really fast one, then right by the time you get to the door will just start opening, like what happened with Dan there. Thank you, Dan. But sometimes it's slow and you gotta wait like a second or two. And that happened to Yang. Unfortunate, considering that's actually probably enough to take her off of her record pace. Yep, just barely. But we'll see.
51.
I'm curious what kind of nightmare Yang is gonna do here. They're gonna do the holy water skip, or just one holy water. I imagine they're gonna play it pretty safe for the tournament and probably just do 2 holy water. But I don't know what the order economy is looking like. Maybe they could skip 23 menu.
Yeah, I think Yang's
Either way.
route is perfect, so
So they could skip 23 menu without having to do that.
It looks like Dan got a gold and he's back on pace for PB.
very nice.
Oh yeah, wow. Oh, Dan catching up. I mean, still quite far behind, like in terms of time, but they're both on the same fight. Yeah.
Yang getting bounced around like a pinball in Nightmare 3, but it doesn't matter. Oh. 43.
Is there time save on Yang 21?
21
4
maybe.
seconds.
I don't think 22. 22
4
went pretty
seconds.
well. The only possibilities here are 21 and 23. Yang has gold on 21, so community gold.
Yeah, but this is 4 seconds of time save. So
Yeah. So we're looking at a 155 or better.
yeah. Would be sick. Time to climb incoming.
Monkus deer.
True. We got a couple more nobodies first. The other thing is, since there's 3 nobodies and 3 separate rules, it's 3 separate rooms. They also have that same death animation.
RNG.
Gridlock, yeah.
Yeah.
Ideally, you want your nightmares to be towards the back, towards the entrance that you're leaving out of. You don't want them hanging out in the back of the room and having you, so you have to cross the room one more time.
Yeah.
You see Yang and Dan here both putting them up against where the rest of the corridor is going to open.
Yeah, and that's pretty random too. You can't really control it as much because they start to roll around. Like you see with Yang fighting right there. Dude's way far away from the door now, and it's all awkward. But they need those orbs if they want to guarantee the S rank, which will let them skip buying holy waters on the mission 23 menu because those buy it on 22. So they need to like no damage and get a bunch of orbs. Yeah, there it is. Time to climb.
Very nice.
Oh no! It's like a decent climb, but that's like rip record, pretty sure, right there. Having that sort of climb from Yang. I mean, fantastic for the race, but
yes,
the record is definitely dead.
Oh, Dan.
Unfortunately. No, Dan!
Unfortunate.
Ends up by the button, just says fuck it. Push the button. Abort.
Yeah.
Yeah, just, you know, and I respect that decision. Honestly, I'm really curious. Definitely won't be green still after this, but I wonder if there's time save on 22, 23. Like, can he bring it back? Because it won't be that bad, right? Like, it, maybe +5.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Single digits for sure.
yeah. It's 4, I believe.
Ooh.
Wifey, will you be doing match Mundus?
Of course.
Hell yeah.
Oh, excuse, of course.
Just about to finish up Nightmare 3 over here, the last nightmare of the race. Ooh, getting bounced around. And
Mundus 2 fight now.
Yep, what Mundus
Yang.
gives for attacks.
So this is like basically pure RNG. Oh, and they got the worst attack. I fucking hate that attack. So if you get really lucky and you get good attacks from Mundus, you can use no items and just taunt 1 extra time and just kill right out there. And that saves quite a few seconds. Or what happens there, you'll see most runners use a Vital Star and a Devil Star. And that probably takes about 5 or 6 seconds to do. But there's really nothing you can do about it. Like, you just get unlucky, then you get unlucky. So, just gotta take the L. Dan here, getting some decent RNG, getting the taunts off. Not gonna use the items, but did stand on the thing. Oh, this is really scary. Yeah,
A
use
little
the
bit
Vital
extra
Star.
there to detect twice, but
Probably could have got away without the Vital Star too, but I respect it. Don't die. And gonna be green. Oh my god, not quite green, but 0.19 behind.
That nobody was given it should be a trouble, but
Oh,
managed
and
to pull through there.
there's 4 seconds
Oh.
to save here too. Oh no, FI3RY.
No.
FI3RY! Okay, okay. Do they know where they are though? Oh my
Very nice.
god!
These
Wow, what a
plasmas do
save.
not want to play
Nice.
today. All right, there we go.
Wow, that was a really good save. Honestly, I had no idea where they were. So the fact that they saved it like that, really impressive to me. Because I would not have known where to vortex to.
Now, will Ish get the climb as well? We'll find out
Here's
soon.
that one up.
I'm
Maybe
holding
one
out
of
for
them
Dan
can.
to get this PB here. So that's what I want to see.
Ooh. FI3RY goes red. Right. here we go.
Ish got a decent climb as well.
Nice. Always good to see at least a partial climb.
Yes.
And that's definitely GG. Yang taking the dub ski.
Such a strong 35.
Yeah, wow.
Very
Literally
solid
on
run
world record
overall.
pace until 19.
Yeah.
Like, insane.
35, 25, 35, 30, something like that.
Yeah, and Dan's also gonna get a 35. So, really impressive. I think Dan was gonna PB. Pretty sure. About like 1 or 2 seconds.
Incoming playing glitch from Dan, maybe?
Oh,
Question mark?
no. Wow, new best time of the tournament so far.
30.
Damn, 35-34. What a time. Really, really impressive.
Maybe 35, 32. I don't know. I wasn't watching. Yang splitter doesn't
Oh yeah.
always work
right.
properly.
Yo, PB from
Ooh,
Dan. Let's go.
Nice. GG's
Oh
for
no,
Dan.
FI3RY lost their PB pace though. I didn't even notice.
50 big GGs.
Damn. Let's go.
Can FI3RY grab it back with a good 23?
Dan hot on the tail. I fucking knew it. Yeah, Yang. He was pretty close. Honestly, closer than I thought it was gonna be. Like Dan's late game, really, really solid. Did a bunch of time there. Being that close on Yang when Yang was literally on world record pace.
Right.
Like, yeah, that's sick. It does unfortunately mean that FI3RY and Ish gonna be not able to play in the future rounds, but
And moving
Both
over
gonna
to the
finish strong.
spectator seats.
yeah. Hopefully finish strong here.
Interesting.
I'm curious
When this is down.
what the LRT would be for FI3RY. Because there are on
FI3RY, I
console.
believe, is on
FI3RY and Ish on console.
Xbox One. So
Yeah. Do you have it memorized? Do you have the chart?
I
What's the-
believe
what do
it's
you-
5 minutes and 25 seconds of load time difference.
Okay.
Yeah, 5:25.
So whatever FI3RY gets minus 525, and that's
That's LRT. Yep.
what LRT would be pretty much. Looks like they're gonna get a 40, a really just barely 42 RTA.
Yeah, like a 43.0.
Yeah.
Cosmic took a good PB.
All right. Well, I'm in the next one, so I'm gonna bow out now and go get ready and go to the bathroom and stuff.
All right.
Leave
Good
the
luck.
rest of the commentary
Alright,
for you guys.
Best of luck, bro.
Thank you.
All right. And
Alright,
we're just
GG's
finishing up
FI3RY.
here. Yeah, what do we got here? 43.
43-10.
Looks like FI3RY's didn't stop quite at the same time either.
I think FI3RY is on console.
Yep. Xbox 4309 minus 525 is a 3744 for FI3RY.
That's pretty solid.
Yes, very nice. We got Ish finishing up with Mundus 3 here. Let's see.
Looks like we have a winner. Jackpot.
This was a very strong showing from everybody. I mean, look at FI3RY's splits the whole way.
Yeah, it was a bit unfortunate when it came to Mission 19, but
That'll happen. That just means he's overdue for a big one coming soon.
true. And GG's for Ish. 44-33.
And that is
Awesome.
a wrap 4450 overall for the entire race.
Awesome.
That's pretty sick. Cool, cool. All right, so that means Yang and Dan will be moving on to the next round.